With Higgsfield's newest supercomputer feature, I was able to create this AI UGC video.
Stop scrolling. I just found the ultimate hack for scars and wrinkles.
These winning static ads and this proven email workflow, all without ever having to leave the platform and just using basic skills. I swear, Higgsfield is genuinely trying to replace a ton of people's jobs with this new supercomputer feature. It basically does any and everything, and I'm going to show you guys some real world examples and use cases for this. But let me walk you through the step-by-step process on how to actually set this all up. It's really simple. You can go in the link in the description and sign up for Higgsfield if you don't already. And then on the left-hand side here, we have a couple different functionalities that makes this what it's called a supercomputer. So first, there are a ton of skills, and there are two tabs here on the left-hand side. There are skills that you can install yourself and create yourself. And then there's the community skill board, which is like a GitHub repo where you can see a ton of skills created by other people. And they're organized in a ton of different functions, niches, and features here. As you can see, listed out here, we have content creation, creative and marketing, data and analytics, document processing, front-end engineer, fun and quirky, which I think this is really cool. There's a skill here called /grill me, and you can use this to help plan out and design some whatever thing that you have for marketing purposes. And this is really cool because we can open up each of these skills. We could read up more about them and how they're kind of designed. And then we have some more here under marketing and sales, personalized and special, productivity. We have a ton of skills here. And I like looking at these skills, kind of reading up on them and seeing what they do. And if you're not aware, skills are designed to be repeatable tasks that we tend to do often. We can put it into a skill so that way the system can learn, adapt, and continue to improve on that skill. As you can see here on the top hand side, there's memory. You can also find memory on the left hand side here. But if you want to plug in the system with some specific information, if you already have a chatgpt, use a lot of chatgpt or Claude, and you want to export some of the information and knowledge base from those other AI tools, you can throw it just into here. If you have documents, PDF guides, and this will help gather all the context of your brand, your business, whatever system that you're using. And then of course you have the connectors, which is also really cool. There's a ton of different connectors here that we can use to basically plug into this supercomputer and allow us to create automatic tasks, upload files, download files, publish on social media platforms, the whole 9 yards. Really, really cool stuff. Even on the homepage here, you can see that there's some recommendations on different things that you can do, but we're going to treat this just like a regular, LMN, where we have our prompt box, we have the different model. Now, I highly recommend you go with this new model by Gemini, the orchestrator model, because it actually uses the least amount of credits, but still has some of the most powerful output. And then on the right-hand side of this box here, right next to this arrow, you can either confirm before running any task or set this to auto run without asking. I personally set this to auto run without asking, and I can have this create UGC video scripts for me, and I can just walk away and let it do its thing. So let me show you some of the different use cases, ways you can use scales and stuff like that to make this a all-in-one marketing platform for your business. So let's say I want to make a 15-second 9x16 UGC product video for my brand. And let's pretend that this is my brand. I sell collagen sheets for scars and wrinkles. It's like a collagen silicone tape that you put on your face. And it reduces wrinkles and whatnot. Let's say I wanted to make some UGC clips for video ads, or maybe I want some B-roll to go on my website to make it look realistic. What I would do is just simply put a simple prompt like this. Obviously, the more descriptive you get, the more of a detailed output and more consistent output you would get. I would specify the video model I would want to use, which as of right now, seedance 2.0 is the best for AI UGC. And then just simply put this in, make sure I have Orchestrator by Gemini on and let it auto run, and then just hit enter like this. And then it's going to prompt me with a question or two. I simply need to just answer that question. As you can see here, skills are already being used. The UGC flow skill, which generates images first of your UGC character holding the product. Then it builds out a video generation script. It's going to analyze the product using the product analysis script. And then, of course, it's going to then take that, put it into the prompt here. It's going to scan the website and do all this from a simple prompt. Now, like I mentioned, the more detailed you get, the more consistent and better of an output you get. Obviously, for this tutorial, I'm just going to use a simple sentence here, but if you want a certain script, if you want the UGC model to look a certain way or be in a certain room or environment, you could obviously provide a little bit more context. But the cool thing about this tool, Supercomputer, because it uses and leverages so many different skills automatically, it's going to not really require you to be the greatest prompter in the world or know a ton about how to structure and leverage UGC and AI tools. So the cool thing about this here as well is whenever it fails to do something, it automatically knows to correct itself. So as you can see here, it's scanning the website, gathering information, and then it's going to start to process everything and build out an entire script, and then generate that script into a video. And then this is what your output could look like. So I have a couple different images here. So first, it generates the images for you. So just simply by using that simple prompt and then providing the product page, I got some pretty dope images of a UGC character holding the product. I didn't even specify what type of UGC video. You can say, a product review UGC video, a exciting out of nowhere UGC video, a podcast style UGC video, right? Like there's so many different ones that you can do. Then it takes the different clips here and then puts together a finalized video. So let's listen to this here.
Seriously, why is no one talking about this? I woke up today and my forehead lines were basically gone. Just look at this. One strip of scar at tonight and you're set. I cannot get over it.
There you go. All right. So I know very basic and simple, but I think still really, really good for how simple of a prompt I provided. Obviously, like I keep mentioning, the more detailed you are, the better the outcome and performance would be. So for stuff like this, it would make sense to give it a specific script. So that way you can, of course, get the exact output that you want. But if you're just trying to put together some B-roll, like this would look really nice.
Seriously, what?
If you were to mute this and just put this on your website or something like that, or somewhere in your marketing, this would look perfect and beautiful and make it seem like, oh, there's a ton of people already talking about your brand or using your brand or product, right? So that's how I would leverage that there for sure. Another skill you can use for your business is the /static skill. So you could do this, hit enter, and then it's just going to simply ask you for a reference image of a static image you want to replicate for your brand and obviously your product page or website. So that's going to make it super easy to pump out creatives if you're someone trying to scale on maybe, let's say, Facebook ads or anything like that. So we want to just simply provide some information and context. It says, please run the /brand command first to set up your brand identity. So this is where you can actually fill out certain information about your brand. And then from there, you could even like grab the website link and paste it in here and throw that in and let it do its thing. And then from there, it's going to generate and leverage whatever reference image you give it. And then you can also ask how many variations of that static image you want to be recreated. And then just by answering a few questions, it's going to get to work and start putting together some static images for you. It's also going to ask you the format and what ratio you want as well. So I just grabbed a random static image that I found. It's not really related to the same brand, but I just grabbed it. I thought this was a good static image. And then I just provided that context there, let it know I want 5 variations, an aspect ratio of 4:5. And then it went on, did its thing. And then here we go. So now we have statics just like that, recreated in a similar format. It's not your skin that's aging, it's your collagen breaking down. So I think these came out really dope. And again, I didn't really need to do much. I just provided the reference image and then kind of provided a little bit more insight about the product and then what ratio I wanted. And then as you can see here, use ChatGPT image 2. So what the supercomputer does is that it's always scanning for the best model when it comes to ChatGPT, Nana Banana, whatever model is the best, it's going to take that and use it for the job that it needs. So if it's generating video ads, if it's generating images, it's going to find which one is the best to generate the best output. So these all came out beautiful. And then I can continuously just say, hey, give me like 5 more variations, but focus on using a real like UGC character or something like that in the image. So pretty simple, another great skill. And why would you use this instead of just going into, let's say, ChatGPT itself and just generating these in ChatGPT? Did I need ChatGPT to do this for me? What you would want to do from here is that you would connect this directly to, let's say, a Google Drive or your ad account or something like that. And then you can start connecting different platforms together all in one. And you can say, hey, upload this to my Google Drive document, and then XYZ, right? So you would connect all these together. If you go to connectors here, like I showed you guys, you can connect your Google Drive here, your Telegram, your Notion, your Gmail, your Google Calendar. So it's an all-in-one tool. And, you know, there's other platforms. Claude, for example, has a lot of these connectors. Why would you use Claude over this? Well, if you're someone that lives in Higgsfield all the time and you're always using it, this is just another easy alternative to make it easy to have all the functionality directly in the supercomputer, and then have it be the vice versa, where Claude is actually one of the options here that you can use when it comes to your prompting and messaging. So Claude is here, Opus 4.7, Opus 4.6, Sonnet 4.6. So you have everything here. I will say though, this way uses less credits and usage opposed to the direct platforms here. As you can see here, consumes usage limits faster than other models. So we just want to be mindful of that. If you're a business that relies on email marketing, you could do /email sequence and throw that bad boy in there. And then it's what's going to do is it should prompt me with some questions. And again, with the connectors is you can generate these emails, but then have it follow up by turning those emails into graphics, templates, whatever the case may be. So it says, what is the sequence type? We'll just do a welcome series for a new subscriber who purchased my collagen skin tape. And then it's going to build out some email sequences. And then I want to connect this directly to some other platforms. So then it can build the email sequence, maybe build some graphics, some images as well to go alongside it. So great. We have the email sequences here, which is nice. Now what I can do is say, now I need you to take these emails and turn each one into a high quality graphic for each email using my brand website. So now it's going to turn these into nice high quality graphics. And these came out beautiful. I mean, this is dope, right? Nice email graphics that you can use here. You could throw this in with the email copy. I love how these came out. Yeah, these are very clean. So now you can pair these with the emails that it just built you in the email sequence. Of course, you can always tweak or adjust or whatever the case may be. So graphics overview, great. And then we just want to specify, because these were just templates. Great. Now can you build out the full emails now? And yeah, this one's still generating, but I love it because, again, if you're doing copywriting, you're building graphics and videos, being able to do it all in one platform and have it such an easy interface is great. And then now we're getting the full emails just like that. So now I would pair these with the graphics that are being generated. And then what do they use? ChatGPT 2? Yep, they use ChatGPT 2 to do it. Nice. And then with the connectors on, I can just connect Google Drive and just say, now upload these to my Google Drive account. And then it's going to ask you for which one, or forward each of these to this email from my email, right? Put this in my Dropbox if you need to, right? Like that. That's as simple as that. So another great practical use case for the supercomputer. But it continues to go on. So the supercomputer can actually edit videos and clip up videos for you. So I took one of my old YouTube videos from over a year ago where I was just doing a day in a life and a little bit of a tutorial. And it actually took I don't even know, what was this? How long of a video was this? This was...
Ready to grow? Unlock up to $75,000 in new seller savings to build
30-minute video. And in about 15 or so minutes, it clipped up. What do we got here? 4, 8, 10 clips. And I didn't even specify how many clips I wanted. I kind of just said clip it up. I gave it a simple prompt. But yeah, these came out solid, dude. It also added the captions and everything and made it vertical. The play for the both of us is to build a multi-six-figure month, at some point 7-figure month store, and we can eventually sell that off and exit it and have a ton of money stacked away. So,
but yeah, there's pros and cons to both, and I think it's just something that is a sellable asset or the ability to remove yourself. If you're coaching,
so that's sick, right? Like if you or clipping up content or anything like that, now you can just use this to do it. And there's more editing that you can do, right? Like you can say, go to this timestamp in the video and add this graphic or this sound effect or whatever. Like you can go really detail oriented with this. So yeah, that's another really great use case. And then if you have like certain actual real videos, what you can do is, like, for example, we can use this. For example, we could say, take clip _01 and recreate a graphic, a Disney. Actually, let's do clip 03. Take clip 03 and recreate a Disney style graphic image. And we could just do random stuff like this, where it takes this video of me and then recreates and turns it into an image. And it's just all seamless and integrated. So it's really cool. It's going to scan this, understand it, and it's going to start actually analyzing the video, because it has the skill to do that. Obviously it has the skill to analyze videos, but it has an even better skill to actually screenshot frame by frame of each clip of the video to generate whatever you need to generate. So if you're someone trying to create UGC models or whatever for your business or whatever you want to do, you can upload certain clips and have reference clips of videos and images and say, hey, at this timestamp or using this clip, create XYZ result, and then turn that result back into another video to do XYZ, right? Like you can pretty much anything you can think of, you can do with the supercomputer. It's pretty much preloaded with all the skills, all the connectors, all the integrations that you need. And if it doesn't have a skill, by the way, it will create a skill on its own once you ask it to, right? So now it's generating that. So give it a sec here and let's see what that outcome looks like. All right. And here is that graphic there of me. It caught some pretty interesting details there, but yeah, so you just do stuff like that, right? Like I'm just throwing up random stuff, but I think for those of you watching this, your creative juices are flowing with the different things you can use. Of course, you can also build out website stuff as well. So let's say we want to build out an entire website. I want to use maybe the Groons website, for example, and I want to take all of what's working for them and recreate it for my website. And let's just continue to use this product. What I did here was I simply just said, hey, I need you to take this Groons website as inspiration to rebuild a similar website, but for my product. And then from there, it analyzes the different websites, compared and contrasts, and it made note of what was doing well for Groons and then what I could do to replicate that for my product here. It also generated some examples of UGC characters that we could use to go on the product page as well. And after just kind of continuing with the prompt here, it gave me this full output. And this is what it looks like here. So it follows a very similar theme and approach to Groons. And then I can even copy this code here, throw it into my Shopify or whatever website tool you're using as an HTML code, and then use that, if I wanted to quickly just put together a nice website using a competitor's existing website and theme. So as you guys can see, Supercomputer is very powerful, and that's just some basic things that you can do. There's some way more creative and advanced stuff that you can do, especially with the connectors and different skills. So if you guys want to get access to this, go ahead and link in the description, sign up. And any other questions, concerns, make sure you leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe as well.